The U.S. Navy says they are not aware of any specific threat to a U.S. warship after reports that Iran's Navy ordered an American warship to leave the Gulf of Oman as Iranian forces plan to hold a training exercise there. The U.S. Navy says this is not a cause for concern. All of it coming as Iran's president continues his trip to Europe, blaming the United States for hostile relations with Tehran. Greg Palkot joins us live from our London newsroom with more. Greg, anything more on this naval incident itself, and what has Rouhani been saying in Europe?
Greg, just a little bit more about that back and forth on the high seas between the United States and Iran. Again, a U.S. Navy official is telling Fox News it does not think that what occurred on the waters there in the Oman Sea was provocative. According to Iran, it says it warned a U.S. warship twice to get away from where it was conducting a naval drill, claiming that the U.S. wanted to learn, in their words, Iranian tactics. The U.S. Navy says this kind of interaction is common and routine, but they are on high alert, of course, after the taking by Iran of those 10 U.S. Navy sailors earlier in this month. Meanwhile, Iranian President Rouhani does continue his European tour, trying to drum up business after the lifting of sanctions against his country. But he still had time to take a swipe or two at some in the United States. Take a listen to what he said.
It's possible that Iran and the United States might have friendly relations, but the key to that is in Washington's hands. If I had the key in Tehran, I would have definitely used it. But unfortunately, the key lies in Washington, and they are the ones who should use the key.
Specifically, Rouhani was blaming Congress. We need to set aside the hostilities, he said. No hostility, however, to making money after signing a slew of contracts in Italy. Rouhani moves now on to France to do more business, Greg.
Well, Greg, we also understand there's been, I don't know how to say it really, a bit of a cover-up in Europe. Tell us about that.
A bit of a flap, Greg, over some flaps being put over some private parts, at least on some statues. It seems that some Roman-era statues, which showed a bit more than what some thought would be prudent for Iranian sensitivities, near where Rouhani was visiting over the last couple of days in Italy, got, well, shall we say, boxed in. It is not known whether anything else was put under wraps when he toured the Roman Colosseum today. Rouhani says today he didn't request that cover-up. The Italian Prime Minister also denies doing anything about it. It is causing a stir among the Italians, however, Greg, and they're branding it cultural submission.
Okay, Greg Palkot, thanks very much.